Hi guys, welcome to another episode of It's So Fluffy Nails. I'm back today with a new Chanel nail color, and a few episodes ago I mentioned that I was in a Chanel nail polish doldrums because it's that time where you have to wait so long between a just released nail polish to one that you're expecting for the next season. So I am super surprised to have been able to buy this yesterday at a Lord & Taylor. It's supposed to be part of the Chanel Spring 2016 makeup campaign called LA Sunrise, and it's got the sunrise right in it. It's called Sunrise Trip, and I'm gonna go ahead and open this box. Yay! And right out of the box you can see that it's a very deep purple. Let me see if I can get it a little closer. And actually I'm surprised. I really thought this was going to be a little bit brighter. It seems super dark for being spring, but you can kind of see that the edges have a little bit of this vibrant pink to it, but it's very subtle. Just looking at the bottle, I don't get any pickups of shimmer. It looks like it's going to be a very cream based color, and when I'm thinking about the possible colors that I might have from Chanel already, of course the first color that's coming to mind is obviously Vendetta. It's one of the super dark purples that Chanel's had in the last couple years. And Lavanda. I think any other purples past this is kind of on the lilac side, and I really wouldn't compare them. And since I did just pick this up recently at Nordstrom Rack, I figured I'd just throw in the Michael Kors Rendezvous color just as a comparison here. And as you can see, when you're just looking at the full spectrum here, Sunrise Trip does come off probably as the deepest purple in the bunch. The other ones have more of a light purple, or Vendetta's actually looking much more plummy to me when I'm seeing it side by side to Sunrise Trip. And so what I have for you guys today, I've pre-painted the nails, obviously. I've got Sunrise Trip on my index finger. This is 2 coats. This is Vendetta with 2 coats. This is Lavanda with 3 coats because for some reason I just couldn't get an opaque layer with the 2 coats. And this is actually just Sunrise Trip with 1 coat, and the Michael Kors Rendezvous over on this side. So here you can see the differences in the colors. The Rendezvous, I don't know if I would say it's really in the same category as Sunrise Trip. It looks pretty close in the camera, but in real life this is coming off a lot more plummy and iridescent, and probably a lot closer in real life to Lavanda, in my opinion. But Lavanda also is a cream-based nail polish, and it doesn't really compare. But the one that I thought was going to be the closest was definitely Vendetta. And Vendetta was one of those super dark colors that looks like black with the tiniest hint of color when you're in the sunshine. So you can see here. And so I'm really pleasantly surprised, because Sunrise Trip really distinguishes itself from something that it looks like it should have been so close in the bottle. I guess, yeah, side by side. They both look dark side by side, but not on the finger. So looking at it as applied on the finger, I can see why Chanel would have released this in the spring. It's almost like an electric purple to me because it's just super vibrant. There's a lot of blue versus a plumminess, where there's like kind of a maroon factor to Vendetta after 1 coat, or Lavanda. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some sample swipes on my right hand here so you can see the quality that we're getting. I'm gonna go ahead and do I'm not sure if any of you guys can notice, but for some reason I'm feeling like this brush is a little bit thicker than previous brushes. Definitely if you compare it to the Lavanda brush or the Vendetta brush, it's coming off a lot more wide than any of the previous brushes. And I'm not sure if this is just a single release type thing, or it's going to be a real new change that Chanel is introducing. But you can see in one coat, it's kind of like a light purple. And if you can do a good job and get some good coverage, it's almost like having an extra color that's just a slightly lighter purple, whereas the double coat gets you the blue. And something that I discovered by accident is actually I really like this color on top of a gold tone. Because when I was in the store, I had Troublante on. So I'm gonna actually put down one thin layer of Troublante. So while I'm waiting for this to dry so I can apply the second coats of Sunrise Trip, I just wanted to share something that kind of shocked and awed me yesterday when I was in the department store. I was looking for a specific color for a friend's Christmas gift, and I went to the Macy's counter, and all of the nail polishes were pretty much like disappeared. Only probably about a quarter of them were left, and I was so shocked. It was either the holiday rush was much more rushed than I believed, and they were all sold out. But the sales lady came by and did her spiel, and when I asked her about it, she said that they are actually discontinuing the previous formulation, and that's why they have no more of them left. And Chanel is going to be bringing in a gel formula, which is still, I'm still in shock and awe. I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't have a reason for Macy's to be just decimating its inventory for any other reason. So as far as I can tell, I'm going to trust her on this, and hopefully we'll see a gel formula appearing. And I think Dior did something similar where they just revamped their entire line, so you just give a different basic formula altogether that has the gel finish that is so popular these days. I think if you go and try the Gel Effect Dior nail polishes now, you can see that there's a really marked difference between the previous formula and the current formula. So hopefully Chanel pulls off a similar kind of result, and we all get to benefit from it. I'm wondering if Sunrise Trip is actually a possible gel type, since it's supposed to be released in January, but I have no idea right now. I have no confirmation one way or the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these second coats. Actually, I'll just leave one on there so you can see them side by side. And then see a thin coat of it on top of the Troublante. So I'll let that dry a little bit. So basically, just thinking more about the possible switch over to the gel formulation. On one hand, I'm super excited because hopefully the actual formulation will be in all of our favors. Hopefully it'll be more chip resistant, stronger, last longer, like we expect from gel manicures. On the other hand, I'm wondering if they are going to be starting applying with this new gel formula, only moving forward with new colors, or they are going to be redoing all of the previous colors that are kind of always at the Macy's, at the Chanel counters, whether you go to Macy's or Chanel.com or Neiman Marcus. If all those previous colors are also going to be redone to have a gel formula. That part scares me because I know how I am, and I'm going to be very tempted to rebuy the same colors just with a new formula. So we'll have to see what's going to be coming forward with that in the next couple of months. So here we have it. This is the single coat, the double coat, and a single coat on top of Troublante. And that was just, I did like a little manicure no-no. I went with nail polish on my fingers into the department stores to try on nail polish, but I actually really like how there's actually a little bit of a gold tone to the bottom, and that's one way to change up the use of Sunrise Trip, because it's almost opaque in one coat, but it is kind of translucent at the same time. If you do a light layer, you can still see the nail beds. I don't know if you can kind of see that the tip is coming through. So yeah, lots of fun to play with, and I think that everybody can get a lot of use out of this coming this spring, or even if you can get it ahead of time in the winter. I think it's great no matter what time of the year. It's just a fun color. So thumbs up to Chanel on this one. I love the formula, I love the color, and I look forward to using it again and seeing all you guys go ahead and enjoy those. So thanks again for tuning in. Please thumbs up. I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.